Hi, so welcome back to my channel. Um, so I did a schedule for when I will be posting a video and whatnot. So, um, so today is Tuesday, so I'm not posting this video until tomorrow. So this is going to be tomorrow's video and everything. And I'll probably post another video tomorrow as well, just depending. So, I showed you yesterday my new notebook, so obviously it matches this and everything. I got this at the Dollar General. So for those who are like more in Pennsylvania and Florida and Texas and stuff like that, we have the Dollar General and everything. And I mean, we still have like the Dollar Tree, but it's not the same and everything. So I bought this just for, like posh purposes and even like a schedule for my YouTube videos and stuff like that. So it's like right in there. This is just for my VIP page. This page has the video ideas for what day and stuff like that. So there's that. I know you can't read it because it's backwards, obviously, but yeah, I've been actually doing a lot of writing and stuff like that in here since yesterday. So if you heard that, that was my glasses. Sorry. And I bought like a 4-pack of mechanical pencils because I do better when it's like a mechanical pencil instead of like, a pen or a regular pencil because my handwriting isn't the best. I mean, it's improved from years ago, but then again, I am left-handed, so obviously, back then they thought, oh, left-handed people are, the devil's children and blah, blah, blah. But, I thought this video would be more of like me explaining who I am, where I came from, and stuff like that. So, I was actually born Stephanie Helling. Um, I was born August 22nd, 1990. I was supposed to be a October baby, but I came early. I was born on my great-great-grandmother's birthday. I never knew her, so she had died way before I was even born. So that, it does mean a lot right there. I think somewhere in there it was meant to be that I was supposed to be born in August instead of October. I was born with a cleft lip and palate. So, like, I don't know if you can see, but I have a scar right in here, all the way there. And that's why my teeth are crooked, is because of being born like that. And then, my parents were teenage parents, so obviously they didn't know too much. My birth mom had just turned 17 when she had me. So, and my dad was 17, almost 18, somewhere in there. And, or he was 16 turning 17. It's a weird situation. I don't remember how old they were. When I was 17 days old, I was in the custody of my grandmother, who is my birth mom's mom, and I lived with her until I was 21, because, of course, I didn't have my license at the time and stuff like that, but that's jumping ahead. But, I had all my surgeries while living with my mom. I don't call my birth mom, I call her Audra, but she is dead. I do call my dad, but I don't talk to him at all. Now that's just kind of later on in the story. When I was starting to learn how to talk, I called my grandma Mom, and she was like, no, I'm Grandma, your mom's mom. And I said, no, your mom. So, because I lived with her all my life, she obviously became my mother. She changed my diaper. She was there during all my surgeries, all that sort of thing. So obviously, she's mom. She will always be my mom, and I love her dearly. And so progress then to when I was 8. Before it was April of 1999. Obviously, my birthday is in August, so I was still 8 years old. My birth mom had passed away. She had been diagnosed with cervical cancer, or ovarian cancer. I'm sorry, and she was in her early 20s. She was, in there. My brother was 3, turning 4, I believe, and then my half sister was still an infant at the time, and she passed away, and my brother had gone to live with my dad and my former stepmom. They were married at the time. My dad was not allowed to be at the funeral, but he came anyway, and he brought his then pregnant girlfriend, who was pregnant with my half brother, and it was just not a good situation. And then we lost contact with my brother, and my half sister was adopted, and I do not talk to any other sibling except for my brother that had been given to my dad, and my dad lost custody of him. He was raised then with my dad's mom. And we talk all the time. We text every day, mainly every day. And then fast forward to April, I believe it was April 20th or it was April 22nd of 2006. We moved out of my grandma's house, my great grandma's house, and we moved to Loon Lake, Washington. So we moved there, and I started school that September as a sophomore. I had just turned 16, so I had gone to Deer Park High School. Yes, it's the neighbor's bean. And I graduated from Deer Park High School. And so I had a lot of good adventures during my junior, my senior year, not so much my sophomore year. My sophomore year, I was mainly kind of like a loner and everything. I wasn't too focused on having friends necessarily. It was more of just like going through the motions and everything. I think my favorite class of throughout the high school was choir and everything, but there was always this one girl in there that just made life more unbearable, I guess you could say. I wasn't too big of a fan of her. I thought she was snotty, prissy, bitchy, all that sort of thing, but I wasn't going to let her stand in my way. But then later that year, she had gotten into a fight with another girl. To be perfectly honest, she lost the fight. I mean, this other girl she has to be at least over almost 6 feet tall and big. Like, not muscle necessarily big, but more poof. And, she had said something and she got her ass whooped, basically. And, like, I'm not gonna say names because, don't want that. And, so that's what happened there. And then one of my friends, I did make friends with somebody and everything. She moved towards the end of our sophomore year and everything. She moved to Massachusetts with her family, and she had introduced me to my friend Haley, who then became my best friend. She had been my best friend for years. I do miss her. I don't live anywhere near, Washington State anymore. I'm like 3,000 miles away, so obviously that doesn't help to see any of my family or even my friends. And funny story on how we met, actually. We have a friend named Jenny, and Jenny wasn't paying attention to when Haley was calling for her, and I just happened to hear Jenny's name, and I looked over, and from then on, Haley used to call me Jenny. She called me Jenny for about a year, and then she switched it to, like, to Sherry, to this, to that, and then she finally settled on Chicken. Chicken has always been my nickname. Her nickname from my mom and I is Shiny, because she likes shiny objects and everything. So that's where her nickname came from. Um, so we have been friends since 2006. So we've been friends for 10 plus years. So that's pretty amazing. And then my junior year, I started going out with a guy named Steven. He was in our group. So it was like the main the main three people that I actually hung out with was Haley, Keith, and Steven. And I went out with Steven and everything. We even went to senior prom together. Nothing happened there. Nothing really came to be. He went to college, but he only went for like, I think like 2 semesters, and then he quit because he was bored. Like, he's smart. He is like one of the smartest people I know. He can, I'm not going to say what, but he would rather just kind of, I don't know, mope around and laze around, not actually like do anything with his life. And so that's where we kind of ended it. And then we ended it there, and then we started dating again senior year, and then we broke it off. And then, what was it? Oh, we went to, Haley was sleeping over, and it was, I think, the summer before she was going to college. We went to see Alice in Wonderland with Johnny Depp in it. I believe it was that. And I think Steven had invited us to go, and he's like, well, Dan's going to be there. And I'm thinking, oh, so our friend Hoover is going to be there. No, it wasn't Hoover. His name is Dan, or Daniel, but we call him Dan. Let's just say I had a crush on him. Like, I think he had told me we had met before while we were in high school, because he graduated a year before us. Or 2 years before us. And, honestly, I don't remember him. Maybe it's because he had really long hair. And when he had really long hair, he kind of looked like a younger version of Jack Black. And, but I honestly, like, don't remember him. And we went to the movies, we hung out and everything. And then, right as the movie started, I accidentally spilled Sprite all over my pants. How embarrassing. So, by the time the movie ended, my pants were dry. We were good to go. So we were walking back to his car. And you know, in the romantic movies where the men just grab the women and they dip them and they kiss them? Yeah, that's what he did. He did that to me, and that was when it was like, whoa, what's this? So that was back in 2009. So almost 10 years ago. And then I lost my virginity to him at 20. Moved out of my mom's house. Actually, I moved out of my mom's house when I was 20. Had my 21st birthday when I was living with my aunt and uncle while I was working at the casino. I worked at the casino for a good solid 6 to 7 months before they let me go. I actually worked in the deli. First, I had gotten a job there as, someone that served lunch or breakfast for the um, employees in the new part of the casino. But then my friend, well, we're not friends anymore, but my friend at the time, Ariel, wanted a job, and um, I got her hired there. She took over my position, and my friend Melissa and I moved up to working in the deli. And then Ariel moved up because they closed the lunch bar and everything like that because everybody was going to the deli to get food. So we did that, and then we worked there for a good while, made a lot of good friends, have still kept those friends, friendships still. Um, I do miss working there. I made really good money. I was a hard worker there. Um, I got laid off, I'd say 2, 3 days before Christmas. It was at our Christmas party that I got let go. And that was really difficult because my aunt and I at the time were not getting along. And I wouldn't answer my phone because I had to stop and put gas in their truck because my car wasn't going anywhere. And she's like, well, why aren't you answering your phone? I was like, I was driving, I was putting gas in the truck. I got laid off. And she's like, oh, well, okay, come home. I'm like, okay. So, did that, came home. And then, I had met Luke, my boyfriend now. We actually met through, like, a phone app and everything. And, we had known each other for a good solid 6 months before I finally said yes to being his girlfriend. And then we were together for moved in here June. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. We were together 8 months before we moved in together. So, and we've been together for almost 5 years in no, 6 years. 2012. 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. It'll be 6 years. And we've been together ever since. And we've been together for 6 months. So that's, or not 6 months, 6 years almost. So that's always a good thing. And then now with my dad, we did have a semi good relationship. But he's kind of, how should I put this? Self-centered, I guess you could say. And we haven't been friends. He either blocked me or deleted me off of Facebook, something of that nature, and I didn't even do anything. I hadn't even talked to him, and all of a sudden he blocked me on Messenger. And I was still on his friends list, and then I went the one day to look, and I was not. And he was, like, not even anywhere to be found. So I'm like, okay, so you want to be a jackass. Okay. Like, my dad is a little childish, I guess you could say. He doesn't really care about any of his kids. He's only really cared about his girlfriend's kids. He's never cared about us in any way, shape, or form. And honestly, he was dating my godmother at the time. I don't know if they're even still together or if they got back together. So who knows? But I'm not going to dwell on it because there's no point in even dwelling on it. So again, thank you guys for watching. I hope to have a video up for you on Thursday. So, alright, thanks guys. Bye.